Hey, welcome to my channel. The name of my channel is From a Ray to a Henry. Who am I? I'm Unc L. You can call me Unc for short. Rest in peace, Pops. With that said, this video is a thesis statement about what my channel is going to be about. Mostly it's going to be reactions. It's going to be reactions. It's also a travel channel. I guess you could call me a passport bro, but I'm not one of these dudes looking for love. I'm looking for economic opportunity because our money multiplies a lot in various countries around the world. So I really wanted to get into real estate in the United States. I've been saving for years to do it, but if you can't tell, the game is rigged here. It is so rigged. So with that said, I did a little exploring, and now I got my eye on a couple pieces of property in the Caribbean. But we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. I call my channel From a Ray to a Henry because I'm a Ray or former Ray. You always hear two names linked together, and that's Pookie and Ray, and Pookie and Ray. He's a Pookie and a Ray. As a Ray, I'm here to bring clarity to this particular subject because I'm tired of outsiders and squares trying to define who we are. First off, let's define what a Pookie is. If you're not familiar with what a Pookie is, that was a clip from a movie called New Jack City. Came out in the early 90s. Pookie is a character that was played by Chris Rock. He was a junkie, low life, addicted to crack, beat on women when he was smoking crack. How does that translate in real life? What's a Pookie in real life? In real life, a Pookie is think of it as a guy whose mama smoked crack when he was born. Dad was never in the picture. If his dad was in the picture, he was a dope boy. Never taught him nothing upstanding or how to be I won't say a real man because I hate that term. He never taught him how to be an upstanding law-abiding citizen. Let's put it like that. This guy Pookie might have a reading disability. He might have a mental illness. There's a list of things that can make an individual a Pookie, right? But mostly it's an individual. It's a low life. And people with mental illnesses aren't necessarily low lives. Let's not go there with that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is Pookies are scumbags. They're dudes that'll steal the rims off your car, break into your house while you at work. You know what I'm saying? Stick you up at an ATM, sell crack to your auntie. You know what I mean? You get the general idea. It's a guy that can't. It's a person, guys mostly, that can't get it right. We call them females Pookishas, but that's another story. That's what a Pookie is. With that said, what is a Ray? Before I define what a Ray is, I loved Kevin Samuels' channel. I loved I didn't really like the call parts because the calls were repetitive and monotonous. But I loved his monologues because you can tell he was a deep thinker. You can tell he put his content together with a purpose. And what I love most about his content is how he made up acronyms. FBI, feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. I want to say CIA, confident, intelligent, and assertive. Oh God, I'm messing all these up. One acronym that stuck with me though was Henry. Well, what's a Henry?
Henry simply stands for high earner, not rich yet. 25 to 28 years old, making about $70,000 to $85,000. That's good money anywhere in this country, 25 to 28, making $70 to $85,000. That's a high earner for his age, but he's not going to be rich on that.
Now, much as I would like to be a Henry, I am way outside of the age range. Why? I'll get to that in a minute. First, let me define what a RAY is. I came up with my own acronym for what a RAY is. What's a RAY? RAYRAE. I was once a RAY. I was a ruthlessly aggressive youngster who rapaciously acquired ends. You get that? A ruthlessly aggressive youngster that rapaciously acquired ends. I was a dope boy. Full disclosure, I'm a convicted felon. 2006, I started a sentence for possession of cocaine with intent, possession of marijuana with intent, and manufacture of marijuana. That's what they call growing in the state of Tennessee. I did 52 months as a guest of the Tennessee Department of Corrections. I was released in 2010, and I've been out 13 years, and I have not been in any trouble whatsoever. Excuse me, no. Yes, 13 years. I'm sorry. It'll be 14 years this November. I have not been in any trouble. I have not even gotten so much as a speeding ticket. I turned my life around. I'm one of the guys that fall into the smaller category of recidivism. I did not fall into that larger category of the guys that go back. I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. Although I'm from the state of Tennessee, whatever Tennessee is doing, they need to keep it up because Tennessee has one of the lowest recidivism rates in the country. It surprised me when I looked that up and found that out. Anyway, with that said, I'm making this channel for my felons. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about you dudes that's still out there doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Getting it how you live. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking to dudes like my homie Big Mike. He got the same type of sentence I did. You know what I mean? He was a Ray too. My dude been out 20 years, on his own trucking company. I know for a fact he owns one tractor trailer. I want to say he owns two, but I know for a fact he owns one. And he has a very, very lucrative trucking business. And just like me, he's a homeowner. He's got a nice house. Oof. And in this market, he has a very nice house. And I'm a homeowner also. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. But I made this channel for my felons that's out here doing what you're supposed to do and handling business, just breaking the mold. You know, society gives up on us. They don't expect much from us. And there's a reason for that. This is one of the only countries that has privately funded prisons. Once you hit that cell and that cell door shuts, you become a commodity. And our government, using a law signed by President Joe Biden, signed by President Bill Clinton, written by Joe Biden in 1994, caused an explosion in our incarceration system. Yeah, good old Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe. Not going to go there either. With that said, I'm talking to my dudes that beat the odds, that got out and started taking care of their family, that got out and went to work, got out, started their own business, got out and showed this world and showed this country that we cannot be stopped. We will not be defined by our mistakes. We will not let you define us. And that's why I'm here, to bring clarity to the space, because there's a lot of black men like me who are felons that turned our life around. Y'all know them. y'all know dudes just like me. And I'm repping for them. I'm repping for y'all. I want dudes to look at me and look at us and see that they ain't got to go back to that street life. They ain't got to go back to flipping anything. If you're going to flip anything, flip houses, flip cars, hell, flip furniture. It's the same principle. I promise you it is. If you can take some Yola and flip it, then you can get some money, my nigga, and open a business. Real talk. It's not hard. The same principles apply, you know? So I'm not going to sit here and, Sorry. I'm not gonna sit here and jaw and talk your ear off forever. I just want you to understand. I'm repping for the felons, and we're bringing definition to this space because a lot of black men have felonies. You understand? A lot of us have felonies, and a lot of us have came out of prison and led successful, productive lives. I want to shine a spotlight on those dudes. And eventually I will. But for now, this is going to be a reaction and a travel channel. Got to get them clicks, got to get them views, got to get them hours. So I'm going to be reacting to everything. I'm going to be reacting to everything. A hodgepodge of things. A little bit of red pill stuff, a little bit of manosphere stuff. I really want to react to anime and TV shows and comedy because, life is too stressful to not laugh and enjoy yourself. And one of the things I enjoy is anime. One of the things I love stand-up comedy. I'm from Nashville, so I love going to Zanies. I just like laughing, man. Life is too full of sadness to be mopey all the time. I'm not one of them dudes. I'm one of them. I'm the dude in the crew that you can't be smoking around me. You know why? Because I'll have you laughing for 10 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm that guy. I'm super silly, and every one of my friends attest to that. I'm that dude that's just retarded. I said the R word. Forgive me. Yeah, I'm not right in the head. And I'm a Gen Xer, so I'm definitely politically incorrect. So there's that. But yeah, stay with me. Stay with me because I just got my equipment about 2 weeks ago, maybe. Like I said, this is actually a revision of my first video. I did it on my phone. The editing was crap. Um, I just wanted to clean this up and redo it. So I will give people a good idea of what to expect from my channel in the future. If you've watched any of my shorts, and then I've got my passport back in October of 2022. So far, I have been to the Dominican Republic 11 times since October of 2022. My 12th trip is scheduled in about 2 weeks at the end of April of 2024. I've already got a little bit of travel footage that I've taken. I'm gonna expressly start making content to show you guys what life can be when you leave the bull crap behind. When you break the mentality, the criminal mentality. It's really hard. That's what they don't tell you. People think that lifestyle is addictive. You don't understand how addictive it is to have big piles of money in front of you. It's exhilarating. I imagine it's what gamblers feel. I imagine it's the same type of addiction as a gambling addiction or any addiction, but gambling specifically, because that's the hardest part of giving it up is the fast money. But one thing the government demonstrated to me is that as quick as you can get it is as quick as they'll take it, and they will take everything. So it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. But yeah, to my felons out there that just got out, might be struggling, man, keep your head up. Go to work. Go get you a skill, get you a trade, get something you can do with your hands, plumbing, HVAC, electrician, whatever. Something you can do with your hands because you can sell your labor. You can then sell your labor for the highest price. I myself, I have a job in manufacturing, but I'm also an HVAC technician. I got a side business. I work with a larger company out of Laverne, Tennessee. When they shovel me their excess work, I make $75 an hour every time I go out and do a call. It is so lovely, and that's like it. Sometimes that's the average. Sometimes it might be upwards of 100, 125, depending on how intense the job is. If I got to climb up in the attic and pull a unit out, if I got to crawl under crawl space with a BB gun because it might be possums and raccoons under there, you have to pay me a little extra. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not National Geographic. I'm not your boy Steve Irwin. What's his name? Steve Irwin. Crikey, I'm not that guy. I don't wrestle with the animals. I get the BB gun and I be in. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked again. It's real easy to do. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up right here. Shout out to my felons, homies, keep your heads up. Don't let these people define who you are. Because I'm telling you, if I can do it, you can do it. I've been out 14 years. 3 years after I got out, I got full custody of my son when I got divorced. He's been living with me since he was 7 years old. He's 17, about to graduate from high school. 2 months. 18, a week after he graduates from high school. A felon did that. And while doing that, I got my HVAC license and I bought a house. I got my boy in a house. That was the worst part of being in prison. His mama left me. I didn't know where my boy was for about damn near 8 months. When I tell you I went and I was trapped behind them walls, didn't know where my firstborn and only born son was, and nobody in her family was answering any calls or telling me anything. Yeah. The fact that I can walk out of my bedroom, go around the corner, open the door, and there he is asleep. You don't understand what that does for my peace of mind. You don't understand what that does for my peace of mind. And if I can do it, man, look, man, I ain't nothing special. I am intelligent though. I ain't no dummy. Even though my grammar is broken and clipped and somewhat irreverent and inappropriate from time to time. I am far from an intellectual dullard. With that said, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Just get you a game plan together and stick with it. And if anybody try to sidetrack you from that game plan, get rid of them. They're dead weight. If they ain't about helping you focus and helping you get ahead, helping you maintain for your family, they're dead weight. They're gonna drag you. They're gonna cause you to have the flawed thought processes that led you to go to prison in the first place. Cut those people out your life. It's all about staying free. It's all about staying free. With that said, I'm going to end this one right here. Thank you for stopping through. Please like, subscribe, and share. And leave me a comment. I need the feedback. You know what I mean? This is new to me. It's being in front of this camera is a lot harder than you think it would be. It's not as boring and tedious as editing. Good God. But it's extremely difficult. Thank you for stopping through. I'll see you next time.